Good morning, everybody. Well, Mum, that was certainly I was trying to read it and I thought, what has she done? Oh my goodness, I thought you'd start to talk in another language. You decided not to go out today. Oh, okay. Hi, Lynn. Good to see you. Well, that gave me a laugh to start with, didn't it? Oh dear, I don't know. All right. Okay, my name's Lorraine. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in the Fraser Coast of Queensland, Australia. I can help anyone in Australia if they're wanting to buy products, if they're wanting to join a really good crafty team. Um, it's only a small team, but we're pretty onto it. um, yeah, so and all the products that I'm using today are still available. So up in that corner there, you can see a shop with me. So if you're just wanting any of the products that I'm using, you can pop on over there to the shop and the products are available in there. All right, at the moment, we also have 15% off of selected items that include the new in colors. So sorry, I'm still giggling about that. The new in colors. So if you're looking for, like, the papers, the card, the gems, the designer series paper, have a look through because it's got 15% off. Okay. So also mini catalog will be available on I think it's the 3rd of September to the general public. But if you wanted to get your hands on that stuff right now, you can join my team, and I'll just pop that up there in the corner. And you can join up. It's $169 for $235 worth of product here in Australia, and you can get your hands on that stuff right now, and then you can go straight back in after joining and you can order more and you will get 20% off. Okay, so that's my little spiel this morning. And I'm hoping Mum's going to talk English for the rest of the chat, because otherwise we're all going to be in trouble. All right, I did say that I was going to work from a sketch this morning, but at the last minute I changed my mind. So I'm working from a picture that I had. And what I wanted to do was bring in one of the older suites or paper groups. Let me just grab that over because it's so beautiful. It came out last year, and when we get new stuff, the stuff that already exists sort of gets put on the back burner a bit. But this particular the paper is still available, is what I'm going to say, and it's the Nests of Winter 12 by 12, and there's some gorgeous stuff in there. So I've used it a little bit, but not a lot, excuse me. So I'll go down to the desk. Here we go. Now, what I love about this is the fact that you can use it. You can use it for Christmas, or you can use it for anything else. So, laughing at Mum, I didn't catch up with the rest of the chat. So, good morning, Kerry. Good morning, Suzanne. Hi, Lynn. Where's Tanya? Lovely to see you all this morning. We've got a lovely sunny day here. The breeze is a bit cool, but yeah. Alrighty, so just a quick, this has been used, so there's lots of bits cut out, but there was some beautiful papers in here with these birds on. So as you can see, you wouldn't have to use it for Christmas. Hi, Sue, how are you? And good morning, Daryl. Yeah, so absolutely gorgeous papers. There's another one. So that's a more Christmassy one. And then I've already shown you that one. Then we have this one here. And then you have the bigger birds and the backs. The B side, as I call it, are beautiful. You've got some gorgeous colours in there with the pinks. Now there's another gorgeous one that doesn't have to be Christmassy. None of these first ones have to be Christmassy. Let's pull it out a little bit more like that. And then we have this one here with the brown, which is what I showed you in the beginning. Then we come to the more Christmassy ones. So there is, you know, you've got your greens, you've got your birds with the berries, with the pine cones. They're all so cute, and some really lovely background colors there. Okay, so there's another one. You could cut the birds, and this one here, this is beautiful. This is it just looks like trees, lots of trees with tiny birds in. This one would make a great scrapbooking page if you're into scrapbooking, and the back of that's rather beautiful too. This one here is one of my favorites. It reminds me of Pussy Willow, and I just love that one. And that's the same as the other one. So this one here has looks like basic beige or something like that, and it's just got like little bird's feet on it. So it is an older sweet, but it still has so many uses, and it is still current, which is great. Excuse me, have a little drink there before I keep going. So this morning I'm going to do this card, which I've cut out and got ready, and then hopefully we'll have a little bit of time to do a more Christmassy one, but we'll see how we go. So what I've done is I've chosen the colors. So I'm using the backs and the fronts. I've got a piece of card that is embossed. So I think I can't remember the name of that one because I'd already had it embossed, and I thought, well, it was a good time to use it up. I think it's let's have a little look see. It's the wavy one. Nope, I can't find it just at the moment. Not that one, not that one. Oh, here we go. I think it was so swirly. That one was so swirly. Okay. Did I say good morning to Kim? I think I did. Good morning, Kim, if I didn't say good morning to you. Alrighty, so that's what we're starting with. And then, of course, I've got my card base ready here. So what I'm going to do is just put this one together, and then we'll look at doing one that's a little bit more Christmassy. So my first strip, I have the pink at 1 inch. Actually, it's slightly less than 1 inch. It's supposed to be 1 inch by 5 inches. This is, sorry, that's 1 inch by this. I think this one's 3/4 of an inch by 4 3/4. It might be 1 inch. Okay, so we're going to pop that one. That one's going to go down like that. I'm going to put it a little bit more to the top. And then the second one, I've just used the reverse sides here. And I'm putting one on top of the other there. So let me measure this for you because I just want to make sure. This one's 1.5 by 5. And the blue is 1 1/4 by 4 3/4. So that will go here. I just want to offset that a little bit. And then we have this one here, which is 3 3/4 by 2 inches. Okay, and this part is 1 3/4 by 3.5. What did I say that first one was? It's 2 inches by 3 3/4. So we're just going to pop that piece onto there, and then that is going to sit right in the middle. And then I've fussy cut a couple of the bird. There's a single bird here. Now I've got my camera different again today. Hi Holly, how are you? I've got the single bird on the branch, and then I've got the 2 birds on the branch. So we'll see how we go with that. So let's get started with the glue. And I'm just going to glue this one down onto there. Anybody got anything exciting to do this week? I know Suzanne's going to be moving through the week. That's exciting. Saw your video, Suzanne, of your new craft room. I'm so jealous. It's going to be gorgeous once you've got it sorted. So I'm going to pop that one down on there. You won't know yourself with all that room. And all that lovely light too. After working where you've been working, all that light's going to be fantastic. Okay, and then that one will go onto there like that. And then we're just going to pop this one on here. So all this in here, I haven't used any card here. I've just used the papers. All right, so that's the 3. This one is going to go on here and sit relatively close to the top, or closer to the top. It is a lovely space, Tanya. So we're going to pop this. Just take it in a weeny bit from the edge, and I'm going to put that down there like that. This one, I'm just going to overlap it a little bit. I think it's really important to have good light. So in here in the mornings, I have really good light. In actual fact, I have to close the blinds because otherwise it comes in and I can't see properly. That's not overly. This one I'm going to take down a little bit, so just to offset it. This one we're going to pop up on dimensionals. Last night I couldn't find my dimensionals. Not my big ones. They've got to be here somewhere though. I know. Is everybody jealous? I don't get jealous really. I'm thankful for what I have, and I think we all are. But then when we can do something different or get something different, well then, of course, we're all happy. And I'm always happy for other people as well. Okay, so after we finish here, Lorraine's going to be going on the search for her dimensionals. The packet that's not open. That is open, I mean. There we go. Let's put that away. I must get some more on my next order too. Oh, that would be amazing, Kim. All right, let me get this, and I'm just going to put dimensionals onto the back of here. I'm going to put quite a few because it is just paper, it's not card, and I don't want it to do the whole saggy baggy in the middle thing. I could have used strips, but I didn't think of that before. So if you put enough on, it'll be right. And it is double layered, of course. So I'll put another one there. And then I might just put 2. Helps if you don't just try and stick the backing on. 1 there. And 1 there. Did anyone else love this paper? Yeah, the men do love it. Mind you, I like, I don't mind air shows. What I don't like about them more than anything is there's usually a bit of a wait between one thing and another. And obviously they have to do that. Planes have to land and get out of the way. So, all right. So this one, I'm just going to pop here. And I've got that one lifted. You love the paper? Yeah. Like I said, it's carried through, which is great. It's fantastic because it is a pretty paper. And like I said, because, you know, we have new stuff coming in all the time, things tend to get put a little bit to the back. Now, this was actually, I'll cut another one because that had a thingy on it and I don't want that. So I'm going to cut a disc for here. So using the wonderful stylish shapes, I might do that just to, now I could do that on a pink if I wanted to, but what do we think? Do we want it on pink or do you think it would look better on the white? So I'll just put that one there for now. Pink or white, what do we think? Just for this this circle in the middle. That's the white. Or we can go with the pink. I think the white because yeah. Let me have a look. See if I can find a piece of white that I can cut that out of. Pretty sure I can cut it out of that. And I will be back. Oh, goodness gracious me. There they are. Because I've been embossing, my plates weren't here. Yeah, it's I was actually going through my stuff and I realized that, you know, it was something that I hadn't used in a while. So I am going to pop that up. So I don't know now whether to just pop the single bird on there or whether we should pop the double birds on there. I like both. Maybe for this one, we'll just do the single bird like that. So I'm going to put the bird down with the glue. And that was rather silly because I put it all over. So I bet I've got, oh no, quite clear at the edges. That's good. So I've got the bird. Now, what I need to remember is that I popped that up. So when I put this down here, I need to remember to put, I'll put that flat, or will I pop that up as well? I might pop that up as well. So I'll put single ones this side and doubles that side. The single bird looks good, yeah. So I want to put a couple of doubles on here because we've already got dimensionals. And then we'll put a couple of singles on this side. Hopefully I've got that the right way around. Yep. And then we can put the bird like, no, I did it the wrong way around, didn't I? Did it the wrong way around. Oh no, I've only got singles. I need doubles on this side. That's what the problem was. I could see it straight away. I put that one and that one. So that sits nice and flat on there. Okay, so that gives us, then we've got this one left. So cute. And now we can put this down onto here. I'll put that one down flat. I had to laugh when Suzanne said first stuff in the house and it was craft stuff. That would be me. The last stuff to be packed and the first stuff to be unpacked. Hi, Debbie. Oh, that'd be nice, having dinner with friends. Okay, so then I've got sticky on my fingers. So a very simple card, but a pretty little card, really. Now let me have a look what we can put on there. So we could go with the gold if we wanted to. We have some pretty pink ones here. We don't have much in the blue, do we? I think we've got blue coming though. I think there's quite a bit of blue in the new stuff. All right. So really we have a choice here. We can use the paler pink from here or the darker pink. Or we could just have the little gold. These are flower accents, just little gold flower pieces. Now, I would probably leave that on the front and just put what I wanted on the insert. Yeah, that's right. That is true too, Tanya. So what do we think? Do we think the pink's on here or do we think the gold? Pink, pale pink, this one here. Okay, Holly was first. So we'll go with the pale pink. And these are the, I can't remember what they are. They're like sequins. So that one's actually more purple. This is the pale pink up here. So I'm going to put one down there. And they are all the same size. So maybe put one up there, and then put the third one. Where will I put the third one? Maybe the third one there, like that. Now I would put an insert in pink inside. Hi Marlene, how are you? Okay, so that is our nice little card. Yesterday, I suddenly had to look out. I didn't suddenly have to. I totally forgot that I needed a retirement card for a lady. And so thankfully, I had a couple of cards in my collection that didn't have happy birthday or have, you know, different things like that on, which was really good. And I do like to keep some so that if I do need a card in a hurry, I can. This one, I could quite happily have put happy retirement in the middle of there. Okay, so a very quick one. So what we're going to do now is we're going to change it up. We're going to do exactly the same card, but we're going to, how are we going? Oh, that's pretty cool. We're going to do, we're going to make it more Christmassy this time. So I'm just going to do my normal card base, which is 5 3/4 by 8. I'll move the and then I also want a piece that is 5 1/2 by 3 3/4, so that I can, yeah, put it through the embossing. Okay, and then we need to cut some papers. So we're going to go with the more Christmassy stuff this time, and we'll have the Christmassy backgrounds. So I'm going to keep that one aside because I think that might be the birds that I use. And let's go into the back here because I want some of the smaller patterns. So, oops. There's that one. Oh no, that's not the one I wanted. This is the one I wanted. So we've got this one, which is a much smaller pattern, which we can use. And we've got the nice green on the back. We could cut, I think, yeah, because I put those birds out. I think we could probably cut those, or we could cut one of these. So I'll also take that out. And what colors do I have on the back? Looks a bit like pool party. Basic black, blueberry bushel, cherry cobbler, coastal cabana. I don't have that. Crumb cake, daffodil delight, garden green, granny apple green, grey granite, night of navy, pumpkin pie, real red, and shaded spruce. So we could have those two on the backs, or I could have that as the background, and that fits with all of it. So that's what I'll do. In actual fact, now I'm starting to think I should have probably used a different color for my card base, but that's okay. Not a problem. Okay, so I need to choose one color. Where did I put the card we just made? we need to choose one colour for the background. So for all of the backgrounds. So I'm actually thinking that would look nice, because I think that might be too fussy. So I'm going to use this one for the backgrounds. So I want one at 1 inch. I probably should have done this the other way, by 5 inches. Yeah. So I've got that little strip left. What's the largest strip that I need? 2 inches. So if I cut it 2 inches, then I can do the rest of it through here. Oh no. Yeah, let's do 2 inches. Can always use the bits up, can't we? By 3 3/4. And then I want one, which is a different colour. Maybe. Could we use? What could we use? Maybe I will use this one, just for that centre one. And that one is 1 1/2. By 5. So these are the background pieces. So now we're going to go with the tops. So this one, actually, I've got to put a top on that one as well. So the back of that was that. Do we think that's going to go with that other colour there? I don't think it shows up enough. So we'll find another one. Not the green, I don't want the green on there. Let's just find another one that we like the back of. Ooh. We could actually go with that, because it's sort of still in keeping with that one there. We'll see how that works. Let's go. Let's do it. So 1 inch by 4 3/4. Let's do 1 inch by 4 3/4. I think that sits on there okay. Pretty sure that's the one that goes on. Yeah. Those two should be the same size. That one can go on there. That one can go there. That one's going to go over there. That one's going to go down like that. All right, so we've got that centerpiece. Now we need a little piece of started to cut this one, so another one like this. So I'm just going to find it. Who knows what I've done with it? I'll just cut it with a piece. So I need this piece to be, I need one at, see that's, I think I need a wider piece. No, that one doesn't look quite right on there, but we'll see how it goes. So we want 1 inch by 4 3/4, and I've got a feeling that that's where that's wrong. Let's go. So the biggest one we want is 1 3/4. So I'm going to cut this. Actually, I want to get the birds in, so I'm going to turn it that way. And then we go 3 1/2. So that one will sit on there. And then we're going to do 1/4 inch by 3 3/4. That doesn't seem right. How wide is this one? Let me look, see. Where did I put the first card? And then I should be able to work it out. I jotted those down really quickly before we started. Would you believe I can't even find the card we've just made? How does that happen? How does it happen? Is it under there? Nope. All right, let's just go with it. I really don't think that one leaves too much space on there. So I think this one should be that one should actually go that's the background, isn't it? Bear with me, people. I've lost my my train of thought here. So let's start with the first one again. So we want 1 1/2 inches. I want 1 1/2 by 5. Now that will be that one, and that one. Now this one gets this in the middle, which is where the 3/4 is going to be. That one's going to go on there like that. That's better. And then this one here, it's going to go, what was that one? 1.5. So this one will be 1.25. Let's hope we're not taking too many of those birds off. Four and 3/4. Pretty sure I've got it now. Let me move that out of the way for a minute. So that'll be the first one. That'll be the second one, and that will be the third one. And then, right, so now I'm just going to put, sorry about that, I just totally lost it there for a minute. I'm just going to put this through an embossing folder. And because I'm doing it Christmas, I'm going to use the Jolly Holly embossing folder. I'm just going to use it as the embossing folder. I'm not going to cut it. So we're not using the hybrid part. So now we've got some lovely little holly leaves behind there. I actually really love this embossing folder with the holly leaves on it. It's rather cute, isn't it? Okay. So to get started with this, we're going to put this one up a bit higher. This one on there, but down a wee bit. You're not going to see much of that holly, unfortunately. I'm going to pop that over a little bit. And then this one here, let's put that one over there a bit. And then this one here is going to stick there. All right, let's do it. It'd be really good if I could find the original card. Okay. Anybody got any ideas? Where I put it? So that's one. Oh, it's a big lump of glue there. Two. What have we got a long wait for? Oh, Kim, you've got to have a test, have you? Let me have it, go up and have another little look. Oh, hi, Roz. How are you? Yep, you've always got to sort Mum out first. Wow, 5 hours. That is a long time. Good morning, Donna. How are you? Good to see you. Okay, now I'm just going to pop this piece on here. Suzanne, what time are you doing your live today? So if you know that is. I know it's a bit hit and miss for you at the moment. Now I'm going to cut one of these birds out, and I'm actually I'm thinking I might just go around the pair of birds because I think it will go better with the colours. But again, we'll have a look. Although I do love the little single red bird. I'll cut one of those out, and then I'll cut one of these. Actually, I'll start to cut it now, so I might as well finish. So I'm just going to fussy cut around these. I'm glad you're all having a good old chat there while I'm fiddle-faddling around here. I do like doing things off the cuff sometimes. When I start to lose simple stuff like the card I've only just made, I get a little bit frustrated. So I'm just cutting around this one. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use. I do like this one though. I like the single. So that's one. Or again, I'll just quickly go around this one and we can see what it would look like with the pair. The pair of birds, that is. The berries look good too, don't they? So just quickly going around here. Well, they all got that stick through the middle. I suppose they must have. And I haven't quite got all the tail on this one. That's okay. I'm actually going to take it straight across there and not have those that other branch in there. And we'll just pop around here. Right. So that's our other choice. Now, normally I would probably cut the middle out there with a craft knife, but not this time. Okay, so let me start to put this together. We're going to put this one on this far side. So pretty much what we did with the other one. And have it heading more up to the top. And then we'll put this one. Okay, now that I've done this, I'm starting to wish I'd used some glitter paper underneath. This one is going to go, and I'm going to try and keep it so that we do get most of the birds in. So I'm going to have to take it over a bit though, otherwise I'm not going to get. So we'll pop that one there. And then this one we're going to pop up. Okay, so I'm just going to put the So I'm going to put quite a few on again because it is only designer series paper. It's not card. So it would squash quite easily in the post. It's not what we want at all. I really don't mind how many of these I use if it saves the card though. All right, so we'll take off all the tops. Like so. And we will pop this one in the middle there, just leaving a little bit of the outside. And that's what we have. So now we need to cut a disc. And I think I'm probably going to put it a bit lower down on this one because otherwise we're going to lose those birds altogether. So we'll pop that in a different place, but I'll just cut the disc. So we've got that. You know what, I'm actually wondering if maybe, just maybe, we should cut, instead of the disc, cut a strip. No, we'll put the disc on. So we're going to put the disc on. What's going to look better on this card? Is it going to be the red bird, which is totally different from what we've got, or are we going to pop the pear? You know, I think the pear looks too, I think we do need the single. The pear just overwhelms it. Oh, wow, that's a great idea, Roz. So Roz is saying empty some wink of Stella and rubbing alcohol into a mister and shake it, spritz it over the top of the DSP or the card front, and it will sparkle. Wow. What a great idea. I'm a fast fussy cutter. That's hard to say. Fast fussy cutter. I used to do, yeah, the red one looks better, doesn't it? I used to do a lot of 3Ds or decoupage, whatever you want to call it. And so, yeah, I just tend to whip around and do it. I don't mind fussy cutting at all. It doesn't bother me. I know some people don't like it, but yeah, for me, it's fine. It's just part of it. Yeah. Let me get rid of some of these little scrappy bits. Clear my desk a little bit. At some stage, we might find the other card. Who knows? Who knows? All right, so let me put that back on there before I lose that as well. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put that on there, and I'll pop that up as well, but I'm actually thinking that I might not pop that up. I might just put a couple of dimensionals on this side of it. Like this, because we've got the dimensionals here. I might put that down flat, but I might pop the little bird up this time just for something different. Here's a couple of the minis just on these small areas. Yes, I've done that with the alcohol when the Winkelsteller's coming towards the end, I must admit. Especially if I haven't got another one on order. Actually, have I got a half one down there? No. I just want a half one of these for this. And I just want it to go on that tail piece, but I don't want it to show. All right, so let's pop the bird up like that. Now I can take these off. And I can make sure that they are off the side there, because we've already got the, okay, so that's what we've got. This is the more Christmassy one of the two. So I'm going to now just put this card front on. So today is back into the bank because I tried to use the app that we downloaded on my phone to report that. And we found while I was going through it, because I needed a particular number, while we were away in England, it was used again for $20-something for McDonald's. And that was DoorDash as well. So I have no idea where that is coming from. But now instead of having one to report, I've got two. Oh, where are you off to now, Mum? You're going to go and make a coffee? Oh, okay. When my brother comes home from golf. Oh, no, he went shopping this morning. That's why he doesn't play golf on a Monday. And then when he comes home, Mum and Ian sit and have a cuppa and a chat. And then they do their own things. Alrighty. So that is the second card that we've got. So this one, as you can see, is a lot more Christmassy. I really wish I knew. Oh, you know what? So I put it in there. I really wish I knew what I did with that first card. I'm looking through the gems, actually, just to see if I put it through there. No, not in there. Alrighty, so we need some gems in here. Now, this, I believe, is the suite that these gems came out of. So we could use those, or we could just use the glitter. What am I thinking here? I actually like these cute little birds on here, but we won't overdo the birds. I think for today that's probably the best choices. So well, I'm either going to use, I've got a couple of the single ones there. I could use the clear ones. You love it? Yes, Holly. That it was quite a shock, actually. I was just happened to be looking through because I no longer have the card because the bank took it off of me and screwed it up and threw it away. And I was looking back through and I said to my husband, look at this. And there in the middle of all my, because when we go away, we pay $5 a day for roaming, for international roaming. And there were all the $5 things there, and then smack bang in the middle of it. And of course, we didn't use that card while we were away. smack bang in the middle was another one of those things for $25. Had I not been looking for the card, I would not have found that second one. So now we have 2 to dispute. All right. Sorry, what was that about? Who said, as a retired, cancel the card? Yeah, I've already done that. We've cancelled the card. So it can't be used anymore. So that's the good part about it. But yeah, it's still, it's horrible to think that somebody could do that. Thankfully, we've caught it. And the other thing we can't understand is, like, why have they only taken like $25 and $63 or whatever it was, and a good couple of months apart? And that's what I don't understand about it. All right, I'm using the little red ones, and I'm just going to put one up there. And I'm going to put maybe one, where? What I should do is put one in each of those. Let me do that, just to give those a bit of sparkle. Doesn't want to sit there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I need one more. So we'll put one more. Maybe, like I said it before, it is an account that we don't keep a great deal of money in. It's one that we transfer money into when we want to use it. So maybe between times they had tried and there wasn't enough in there for it to come out. Who knows? That could have been what happened. But yes, a few years ago, we had it happen, and it was for a lot more money. It was, I think it was $600 and something. We did actually get it back eventually, but it took 6 weeks for them to get it back to us. So yeah, hopefully with this one, it'll probably take the same, but these are only smaller amounts, which is really good. Very good, in fact. All right, let me put those away before I lose those. While I've been here chatting, I've been looking for that other card, and I can't find it. I just can't find it. It's disappeared off the face of the earth. So, again, yeah, I've heard that usually they sort of take, the last time we didn't notice it, but they'd taken 5 cents. This was years ago when it happened. They'd taken 5 cents, and then they took 20 cents, and then they took whatever it was, 600 and something odd dollars. And it wasn't until the big amount went that I actually realized, because, little amounts like those cents, you don't really take that much notice. But yeah, we went straight down, and they suggested that we actually reported the card lost or stolen, which is the same. So I'm getting a new card. It is bizarre. Yeah, well, both of these were Melbourne, and literally, we don't know anyone in Melbourne, Daryl. Both of them, it was McDonald's Melbourne, and it was GYG. Yeah, I don't sort of do that sort of thing, Donna. Maybe I'm just too trusting. I don't like, I'd rather just go into the bank and draw my money out. But hey, we don't get that choice these days so much, do we? But anyway, alrighty. So that's our second card this morning. And if I could find it, I'd show you the first one again, but I can't. So that's that out of the question. I really have no clue. I probably put it over there with the other stuff. So that's our second card. Thanks, Donna. For the rest of this week, what I want to do is, I've got some sketches. that I've been wanting to use, and I haven't had a chance to do them. So what I'm going to do, you can pick up your sketches anywhere online, on Pinterest. You can grab sketches and what have you and use them. I've got a few here that I really want to use, and hopefully it will give me the inspiration to make some different type of cards. And so I'm going to be doing that this week. I'm going to be using, thank you. Oh, was it Melbourne and Uber? Is it Uber or Uber? Oh, wow. I wonder. Anyway, we'll go down. We'll get that sorted this afternoon. She had me download an app onto my phone for the bank, and then she said, you know, when, because it had to go actually out of the bank before we could do anything. So it came out. I went to do what she told me, and it just kept telling me that it wasn't possible. So who knows? I will get there. We'll go down there now once I finish here, and we'll sort it out. So that's that card. When I can find the other one, I will show you that one as well. Let me come back up to the top. Thanks, Marlene and Lynn and Tanya. Let me come back up. Alrighty, so card number 2, card number 1 is AWOL. We will find it. Last night when I went live, I used the Jolly Holly suite, and I did this card last night, and I did that one during the day. So it was a bit impromptu. I may do the occasional Sunday night. I may do more than occasional. I really don't know. But it's good when I'm not doing anything else. It's good for me to actually get in and have a bit of a play. So, all right, everybody, I thank you so much for coming on and joining me today. Please be careful if you're out on the roads. We're on a main road here, and we see some absolute idiots go past, and it's just crazy. It's supposed to be a 60-kilometre-an-hour area. I don't know what they've got on their speedos, but it's certainly not 60. Thanks, Debbie. So take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and I will see you all tomorrow morning. Thank you so much. If you could like, share, that would be awesome too. And anybody who's on Facebook, if you'd like to follow or like the page, that would be great. Thank you so much, everyone, and I'll see you.